Welcome, folks, to the Ask Dom Nat show. Let me make sure my microphone is right for y'all. Boom. And let's see here. Can you guys hear me okay? Boom. There we go. Now you can hear me. Let me do that one more time for y'all. Welcome to the Ask Dom Nat show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern, the fastest 30 minutes of your day to make you an overall more informed person. My name is Dominic Pereira, but you might know me as Ask Dom Nat. There we go. That's how we start our Friday. That is how we start our Friday, folks. And Friday shows are my favorite shows. I don't know what it is. I know I have the entrepreneurial mindset. So the weekends are still just work for me. I'm going to be at my farm, or I'm going to be doing something else. I'm going to be working for clients on the weekends doing something. But for some reason, the thought of Friday, maybe it's through my childhood, just makes it, oh, thank God the weekend is here, even though the weekend just brings more work. So welcome to the show. Tell me where you guys are coming in from today. I got some exciting stuff today. So let's go right into the rundown. Today, May 8th, show rundown. Welcome everybody joining in. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do a little reaction video to that GameStop CEO that wants to buy eBay. Remember that website? Some of you guys must be using it. They're a $50 billion company. Who still uses eBay? Let me know. Collectors, I think, are definitely on eBay, but GameStop, which is, I think, an even more obtuse company. I mean, I haven't used GameStop for the last 15 years, maybe 20 years of my life. So let me know if you guys are still going to GameStop. I thought people just buy games like on their console now. But yeah, that guy wants to buy a GameStop. Gas. Are you feeling the heat? Gas freaking prices are high, but something's not adding up because why? Record profits. I want to talk about it. How come gas companies are charging more even though they're making an incredibly amount of money? I'm going to tell you guys how much these executives make in their salaries and how much some of these companies are making off of you. We're all being played. And then we got the last one that I want to talk about today. It's a jam-packed show, but yesterday I made the decision, screw it, I'm buying 200 more chickens. I'm going to buy 200 chickens, meat birds, Cornish crosses. We're going to go over that. Let me know if you guys would support and buy these chickens. Should I even do it? I might do it with you guys here on air. I don't know. But I got to tell you where I'm at, what I'm not prepared for yet, what I am prepared for, and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to go over that. First one, let's go into sharing this guy. So this guy, Ryan Cohen, GameStop CEO. He became GameStop CEO in 2021. I believe. Remember that GameStop hype, right? He looks weird, guys. I'm not some people, a lot of these CEOs just aren't all socially there. They're kind of neurodivergent. You have to be almost to be a successful CEO. He maybe that's why I'm not that successful as a CEO. He also started Chewy's back in 2011 and sold it for a couple $1 billion in 2018. So he's successful. So let's see this interview that he had. I share my screen here. Let me share my screen with you guys. Window, screen, share. Make sure that I'm gonna share here. Make sure you guys have my audio because I don't want to get that. Boom. Is that sharing? Okay. $56 billion. I don't know why the stocks are both up big. Like you see eBay here. Let me just show you guys this really quick. GameStop. Give me 1 second, guys. What's the okay, we can't hear the YouTube. Give me 1 second. Can't hear the YouTube. So I gotta stop sharing. Let me share my screen. Let me just share the entire screen. Ooh, nope, nope. That's let me share this screen. Give me 1 second, y'all, so you guys can see my YouTube. Oh, well, I muted it. Can you hear it now? Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear it. I don't know why you guys can't hear this nonsense. Okay. Well, let's try something else, fellas. Let's try something else. This might be GameStop trying to stop us from reacting to their stuff. Share tab with audio. Sharing. Throw me on there, Aaron.
So, there's so many questions about.
So let me get into it. Ryan Cohen, you guys saw the stock price. GameStop. I mean, this doesn't talk about the valuation, but GameStop's it's trading at 25.64 a share. eBay 114 a share.
Himself, Ryan Cohen. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
And eBay's doing well, 10%.
It's great to see you. So,
good morning.
There's so many questions about how this would all work, but before we get to any of that, just give us the backstory here and the rationale behind wanting to go ahead and try to do this.
That's a straightforward question, all right? If you go on a news show saying, I want to buy a company that's 5 times larger than me, that doesn't do the same thing that I do, right? They're eBay, we're GameStop. We can see the same verticals. The first question that you should be prepared to ask, yo, morning, Downside. How you doing, baby? I say Sierra. But how you doing? How you feeling? Morning. The first question that you should be able to answer is, why am I doing this?
eBay has the second largest commerce franchise
behind Amazon.
And there's a big opportunity to do something much larger and to pull costs out of the system, as well as accelerate revenue growth and leveraging our physical infrastructure, our focus on collectibles. Can be a much larger business, but bringing in an entrepreneurial mindset is what I plan on doing into eBay and building something much larger.
Okay. So you've built up.
So remember there, he's saying eBay is the second largest e-commerce platform behind Amazon. He's not saying GameStop is. It's not freaking GameStop. It's eBay. eBay's already there. So GameStop is trying to buy the second largest one. And when was the last time you were like, man, eBay's going to compete with Amazon? Amazon, even though it's eBay's in second place, it is not a close second at all. And then he talked about he's going to bring an entrepreneurial mindset. Entrepreneur is when you're starting out, right? Like that's the entry, right? Like when you're a $56 billion company, there's nothing entrepreneurial about it. That is full corporate. So yeah.
Had conversations with the company? You've tried? What's happened here?
No.
This is the weird part.
We're just starting.
You're just starting. And
wait, what?
And
he asked if he talked to the company about this.
Why not try to initiate conversations outside of the public sphere before putting this into a, I don't know if we're putting it in the context of hostile necessarily, but unsolicited, if you will.
For obvious reasons. eBay is a public company. There's all kinds of perverse financial incentives from the board to the management team. So there's only one way to approach something like this.
That is exactly false. There is not only one way. The question is simple, fellas. This guy here, emotionalist, leather wearing. I mean, if you see this guy at frickin' in the dark alley, ladies, turn the other way. There's something weird about it. The look in his face is like, you were asking me a question, but I've never computed this question. I don't know. The guy's asking, oh, you want to buy a $56 billion company? You must have called them, right? Like, what was that conversation like? We have not called them. Oh, why wouldn't you just ask them? Talk to them first, right? Try to do a deal instead of doing the public. There is only one way to do this. No, this literally gets done every day, all the time. There's multiple ways to do it. And there's perverse reasons for it. So this guy, then let's get into the details of how he's going to pay for this, because GameStop is a lot smaller of a company, like 1/5 the size of eBay.
Invariably, the audience, and I know a lot of people are going to ask,
and they do own 5% of the company.
For you, given the price tag, $56 billion, given the market cap of GameStop,
95%.
which is a fraction of that. I know you have this $20 billion financing letter from TD, but sort of walk us through how you could get to that price and how it would work.
So on our website, it's half cash, half stock, but the details are on our website.
Can you?
And you see how he looked down when he said it? On our website, have stock, have cash, and the details on our website. Fellas, if somebody's ever talking to you like that, looking down and telling you the numbers and anything, just know that they're lying to you, or that there's something cynical going on. They're waiting for the something to happen, right? Like they don't want to even look you in the eye while they lie to you. Now, let's keep it simple here, right? Like, because remember, Mathgate last episode became horrendous. So the company's worth $56 billion. I think they're trying to offer $56 billion, maybe get to 60. So $56 billion, you're going to need half stock, half cash. I'm assuming my math serves me right. $28 billion in stock and $28 billion in cash. That's half and half. That's what you would need to offer eBay to buy them out. Now, the reason that this is considered a hostile takeover is because a lot of companies, when you offer them money more than they're worth, they have to almost take it, right? Like typically when you negotiate a price, I give you a price and then you give me a counter offer, which is lower than that price. And then I don't have to take it. But what happens when I give you a price, but I'm going to give you a price because I don't really want to sell you my car, right? Like I don't want to. But so I'm going to give you $10,000 and you're like, I'll buy it for 15. Then I'm like, crap, I got to sell it. Especially if I own this car with like 100 other investors. Those investors are like, we got to take this. That's why it's considered a hostile takeover, because you're going to buy it regardless. So offering $56 billion is considered a hostile takeover because they're offering more than the company's worth. So half stock, half cash.
I've read them, but can you help our audience understand them?
Yeah, which part exactly?
You don't have the cash.
I think we could start with the idea that the market cap of GameStop is, call it $11 billion. You have $9 billion on your balance sheet. Arguably, if you're providing.
So let me just make sure that you guys understand that when he's saying the market cap of GameStop is $11 billion with $9 billion on their balance sheet, that means that their entire company is worth $11 billion. They have $9 billion in cash. So their stocks are only worth $3 billion, people. You get, or $2 billion, I'm sorry. They only have $2 billion of stock. And those $2 billion came from that GameStop hype, right? That meme, because they were going to go bankrupt. So they have $9 billion. Great for them. I don't know how, that might be loans, that might be other stuff, but they have $9 billion in cash. That's to operate the company. They have $2 billion in stocks. How are they going to offer $56 billion? Because I told you they need to get to $28 billion for that first half. Something's weird with that.
Effectively all of your stock, and then if you're providing effectively all of your stock, and then the cash that gets you to 20, you have this letter from TD, that's another 20. We're now at 40, but we're still off by, call it 16, and the 20, as far as I understand, while it's considered a highly confident letter, meaning TD saying they're highly confident that they would provide the financing, it's not locked financing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Bro, where's the $16 billion coming from?
I hear you. I understand that. I'm just trying to understand where the rest of the money would come from.
It's half cash, half stock.
That doesn't add up. It's not there.
I hear you. I'm just saying that math doesn't get you to the price that you're offering.
So Brian, that's a pretty straightforward question. I don't get it. Like, where's the rest of the money coming from? Andrew,
this is a classic. There's a lot of things happening here, people. Let me let her finish.
It out pretty clearly.
I don't understand your question. We're all
right. Like, so this guy's he's trying to run the second biggest e-commerce platform in the country, and he doesn't understand the simple question of where's the rest of the money coming from. You're offering to pay for something that is worth more than everything you have. Where's the rest of the money coming from? I don't understand your question. Okay, the bank told you that they're willing to give you $20 billion. If you give all your cash and give all of your stocks, and like you can come up with the other 20, you're still missing 16 billion. And remember, that's you giving your company to freaking eBay. That's you saying, here's everything we have to buy you. eBay could just be like, wait, we own you now. Doesn't it? Like, you gave us all your stock, and you gave, what type of nonsense is that? And I don't understand your question. He's either lying or he might just be an evil genius. He might just be like, this guy's playing 4-dimensional 3D 5D chess all in one. And if my calculations are right there, that's 12 Ds. He's playing 12D chess and pretending like he doesn't understand. Or he's really psychotic and just made a lot of money being psychotic. And he's like, oh, I'm not going to change in this point in time in my life. So let's see what he says here. Like, hey, the question's straightforward. You're offering $56 billion. TD Bank offered you a loan. You guys have some stock. You have some cash, but it's not enough. Where's it coming from?
Offering half cash, half stock, and we have the ability to issue stock in order to get the deal done. But the full details of the offer are on our website.
But you're on our air.
Texting him or something. It's
but I don't understand your question.
So what I'm seeing here, take it off. What I'm seeing here, guys, you got to remember, everybody on that TV show has been paid a lot of money, right? Like the anchors get paid quite a bit of money every year. Everybody's white. So high net worth white individuals. Therapy. They've all been to therapy. What I saw there was a segment of people who have all been to therapy and are now using their coping skills. Because the first guy, he's asking, yo, where's the money coming from? I don't know. I have stock, have cash. Oh, therapy skills. I hear you. I hear you. Like, I'm validating your answer here, right? I hear you, but that doesn't add up to 56. The other guy now, I don't understand your question, wife. Please, as the therapist said, please reiterate. And then the lady comes in. Okay, I'm tired of it. It's pretty straightforward. How is it coming from? Boom, boom, boom. Then he takes a moment, uses his count to 3, look down. 1, 2, 3. I don't understand your question. Let's not argue in front of the kids. These people are not the people, not the anchors. The leather wearing menace there. If you trust him with your money, you deserve to lose it. If you trust him with your money, now remember, he made his money Chewy's, the pet food company. He's a lot richer than 99% of the world will ever be. But all the crazy ones are sometimes, guys. So Let me know if you guys are buying GameStop. Let me know if you guys are the interview goes longer. There's a lot more to say there. I mean, because he talks about, I don't know if it's this one, but he talks about, there's another one where he does talk about leveraging their physical locations with eBay. I don't think it will work because GameStop is a dying company, in my opinion, anyway, even though their stock is a little bit higher. Inevitably, GameStop has not done anything in the last 5, certainly not 10 years, or the last 10 years, certainly not 5 years, to really keep up with everybody buying digital products, things going more to computer-based games, mobile-based games. Like, when I think about buying a game or where my entertainment comes from, it is no longer GameStop. It's, digital. And now they're focusing more on collectibles and all this and that. But I just don't see that they're introducing anything that's going to really make GameStop a continued player in the entertainment, game world. All right, let's go to the next one. So what are we looking at? Gas prices. Let's see here. I didn't put my phone on mute. So I got my guy Neil Williams. Give me 1 second. I'm putting on speaker. Neil Williams is a good friend of mine. Neil, you're live on the show. Ask Dom that show. How you doing, baby?
Oh man, am I really?
Yeah. So Neil, we're talking. This segment here is why gas prices are still rising. Neil is from the South. He lives in New York now, but I'm gonna put that in a way that he would know. These joints is high as hell, Neil. Why? Go ahead, Neil. Why do you think gas prices is rising for the people? We got a couple minutes, Neil.
Okay. Let's see. Gas prices are high. Let's say, I mean, the things that's going on in the Middle East, right? That's the number one reason. Number two, I mean, I don't think we do enough fracking in the States. I think we rely on a lot of reserves from other nations. And then we go into these countries and say we want to help stabilize them, but we really just want their oil.
Okay. So you're in favor of more fracking in the States, more gas exports in the States. Now, the interesting thing about this, right? Exxon, and I know you caught it, and so you don't have all of the details here, but Shell Gas just produced their record profit of $6 billion last quarter. So why are prices so high when companies like Shell are making $6 billion in a quarter? Exxon and Philip Conoco also made $4 billion. They said it was a lower than expected, but it's paper losses, right? But they're still making $4 billion. Is supply the problem, or is it greed?
Definitely greed, there, right?
I mean,
it might be a combination of both. It's a little bit of hoarding. It's a little bit of poor trickle down economics, right? It's just a little bit of it all.
Neil, you're in. If you don't mind the people knowing, you are in New York. Are you guys feeling the gas price? Like somebody like yourself, do you feel the gas prices hikes in New York, or is it because it's such a mobile or metro friendly city? Is it like not really our problem here?
Man, I'm currently on a commute to work right now. I'm taking a city bike, so
okay,
that explains a lot already, right?
My brother's on the bike. Good. I mean, that's
good. I can't afford these gas prices.
Okay, look at that. Exxon, well, I don't know that we have confirmed that we've ever had any oil execs watching the show, but if you work for an oil company, just know that you are now putting people on bicycles to get to work because these prices are so high. Neil, I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna call you back after the show.
All right, no problem. Later.
All right, so that was Mr. Neil, New York. He's into real estate development and tech. He a coder going into work on a bicycle because gas prices are high. Let me tell you how much some of these executives are making. Now, Neil mentioned something like, okay, more fracking, we need more production, but guess what? We are exporting a record number of products or fuel out. Let me put you guys. Actually, I don't need to share my screen for this one. I don't need to share. let me move it over here. Let me get my data points because I looked up what are the salaries for some of these executives. All right. The salaries for some oil executives over at ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil, Darren Woods, 2024 compensation that we know about is $44.1 million a year, which is up 19.3%. And what that comes down to is $1.9 million salary, right? So he just gets $2 million, which doesn't seem bad at all. $2 million is a lot, but it's okay. And then he gets $4.5 million bonus. Okay, well, must be doing well. And then he gets an extra $26.4 million in stocks or whatever, awards. So total compensation in 2024 is $44 million, but it varies from 33 to 40 to 44. It's probably going to be higher this year because their profits are high. So we just don't know it yet. But by the end of the year, we'll know what his total compensation was. Chevron, Mike Wirth received $26.8 million compensation. $26.8 million. And that was down 18%. Imagine getting 18 to 20% more of that. So he was in the mid $30 million range compensation from 2025 compensation. And then ConocoPhillips, 24, his name's Ryan Lance, $24 million or $23.4 million compensation. He makes on average 111 to 1 salary. So it takes 111 employee salaries to meet his one salary. I wouldn't be even surprised if that's actually less. So that's 111, maybe even mid-level and all that people, because making $26.8 million salaries. And really, what are you doing in the gas world that's so difficult? I mean, these are all owned by foreign nationals starting their entrepreneurial journey and owning a gas station. When was the last time you went to a gas station and saw a guy named Mike Wirth working there, or Darren Woods, or Ryan Lance? No. It's Indians. Sorry, I was trying not to say it. Unless you go to the South and then you got some, I mean, the small mom and pop shops, some people still holding out, but these are now, the Indians got a hold of the gas station convenience store franchises. So I'm just thinking these are the guys, I can guarantee you that, and I'm saying that those guys are there day and night working. And I talk to these guys and they're like, yo, we're not making a lot of money. All this money that we're making from the convenience store. That's why they added, which I hate, these lottery machines inside of these gas stores. They're trying to take as much profit as they can from the store because they're saying we got to pay these companies all this money. So these gas stations, what do we do, guys? Like, okay, if I talk about it too much longer, I'm going to get upset. What do we do? Because we're complaining about it, but what are we going to do about it? I don't know. I mean, we could go Neil route and take the bike. Strong legs, leg day. How do we stop supporting this? Because I think it's going to implode. I think it's going to all cripple. It's all going to come down. We can't keep paying taxes to supplement wars, to supplement companies. And then these companies are freaking working together with the government to keep us down. So what do we do? My job is to inform you. I don't know with that information. Now as a collective, what we do. I think the only way that we're going to move forward is when we start realizing we no longer need these companies. They need us. Forget the word boycott. I'm talking about revolutions, folks. And once you start talking crazy like that, they start putting the target on your back. There is no reason why a company making $6 billion in profits in the first quarter is telling me that too bad prices are going up. So sad. So sad, whatever. Do whatever you need to do to make sure that you can put gas in your tank so you can get to work, so you can barely make enough money to pay for your housing and your food. And all of that's going up too, by the way. And we're all owned by 2, 3, or 4 major companies that's just keeping all the money at the top here. And we're all vacationing on a small, freaking weird little pedo island together as friends, all the owners of these companies. And I'm pissed. I'm upset, and I don't know what to do because I just feel like not everybody can feel like I feel. There's no way that I feel like I'm the minority, because if you had too many people that felt like I feel, all of a sudden, then you got a lot of angry people. You got a lot of aware people. You got to like enlightened. Call it what you want. Call it what you want. But don't call me a liar. Call me what you want, but you ain't calling me a liar, because these companies are making money. The gas, and then last point on these gas thing, if you haven't been keeping up, they're telling you, oh, United States is going to make so much money because we're exporting gas to these other countries. I want you to look at your bank account today, and I want you to look at it in 1 year from now, and I want to know if any of this freaking exported gas is going to reflect in your bank account. It's not. I can bet you that. All that money, any money that you have from today to next year is going to be because your blood, sweat, and tears worked for it. It's not because we sold excess gas to the other companies or to the other countries being affected. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this time next year, gas is freaking higher, or certainly in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and in 2 months, gas is higher because other countries are buying our supplies. It's supply and demand. What I saw an article saying that Shell and ExxonMobil are not going to drill more. They're not going to drill more. They are not going to introduce new supply to the market. Why wouldn't they do that? Because the demand hasn't changed. We have the same demand. So they're saying, well, supply is low, our profits are up. If we introduce more supply, then the ratio gets a little bit worse for them. So they're all conspiring together. Let's keep the supply low, the demand high, and charge more. And now when these other countries start coming in, Germany, countries in England, whatever, Scotland, I don't care. All these countries coming in, buying gas here, Indonesia, guess who they're bidding against? Now, demand went up. Supply stays the same. Your prices change. Don't be an idiot. Don't believe, oh, now we're selling this. We're selling gas to companies all over the world. We're to countries all over the world. Idiot. The only thing that's going to change is your prices are going to go up. ExxonMobil is going to make more profits. Darren Woods, Mike Worth, Ryan Lance are going to make more money, not you. Stop being an idiot. Stop believing the news hype around your politicians. Tired of it. All right, let's go to something funner. Let's go to something funner, guys. Chickens. Because this is my only peace of mind, folks. Where are we at? We're coming up on time. Oh, man, how come no one told me? We're coming up on time. I appreciate you guys staying with me today. Are we going to have time to do the chickens? All right, so here's the deal. Let me just share my screen. Give me 1 second. Valley Farms. I watch too many freaking videos. Can you share my screen there? Hold on. No, this is got 1 second. Let me stop sharing. Let me put up what I'm thinking, folks. Let me put up what I'm thinking. Valley Farm Hatchery. Okay, ready? Can you guys see all of this, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, look. So here's what happens to me. I go on YouTube. If you go on my YouTube history, look at that. I can guarantee you're gonna see the same thing. You're gonna see news articles. you're going to see Formula One, and you're going to see a lot of farming stuff, business and entrepreneur. I don't even know what else people watch on YouTube, but this one here, KC Farms, is one that I watched. Right, it takes 8 weeks to process a meat bird. Cornish cross is the type, but I watch so many of these videos. Right, if you go to my video watch history, it's all news, and then it's chickens, news, chickens, and then Formula One. Right, like it's chicken. Then I did a quail. Then I did whatever. So eventually, if you consume that much chicken news, if you consume that much chicken content, I already have some chicken, so I'm always learning. I have my ducks, and the chickens are doing really good. As a matter of fact, I wish I would show you guys. I had one chicken. She was dead yesterday in the coop, and we don't know why. I don't know if something attacked her or if they got in a fight last night. But nonetheless, what I want to do is now we're getting so many eggs that eventually I'm going to start selling the eggs. We already talked about that, though. But what am I going to do? What do I want to do? There's a couple hatcheries. I just happened to come to this one, Valley Farm Hatchery. I was also checking out Myers Hatchery and McMurray. I heard is a good one. So check those out as well. But I want to come here, local delivery program. Hold on. What the heck? No. Where is view all? Okay. Look, to buy some chickens isn't that expensive. Is it Valley? Is it this one that I was looking at? Or I think it was Valley. Yeah, more. Where do I buy my chickens? I think it was, well, I'm gonna go with Murray Hatchery just to make it easy. Murray Hatchery. So if you go here to chickens, right? When you're buying meat chickens, those are called broilers, right? Like meat chicken. Even though all chickens are meat, a lot of chickens people buy their particular type of chicken when you buy from the store, because you raise different chickens for different things. A broiler is specifically for meat. They don't live long enough to ever produce eggs, and the most common broiler, it's called a Cornish cross. But there's some chickens that are dual purpose breeds, right? Because different breeds do different things. There's some chickens that are just egg layers, and they aren't really great for meat because their meat's tough, or they get a little bit, they don't grow as fast, food conversion ratio. So I'm looking at buying these bad boys, which are Cornish cross day-old chicks, right? And then Pioneer broilers are also, you see, these are here $387, and these here are $347. Pioneer broilers, you can read. I think this is really good, actually. If you read a little bit the details, the Pioneer broilers are they're more resistant. You see, like broilers, even they lose feathers quickly because they grow really quick. So that you'll see meat birds that are like, this is just part of, if you can't stand it, don't eat meat. Like just having growing chickens, you got to understand what you're buying. They just grow like twice the size. These birds get to this size in 8 weeks. So they're $387.89 each. When you buy it, male, female, or straight run. Straight run means whatever is born, it's just a mix of male and female, which is what I'm planning on buying, because they're only going to be 8 weeks when we hopefully process them, and it doesn't matter. We're not looking for them to mate or lay eggs or anything. As a matter of fact, when you buy even just roosters, they're sometimes cheaper. They're like 78 cents. But so right here, you see, that's the Pioneer. They're a little bit of a different breed. But this is the chickens that I want to buy. So if I buy 200 of them or 100 of them, you see that it's $2.60 if I buy 200. As a matter of fact, if I buy 250, because is $2.30. So keeping it very, very basic. For 250 meat birds times $2.30, I'm paying $575. You don't believe me? $575, folks, for 250 chickens straight run. And then, of course, I got to feed them. I got to water them. I got to whatever. But now you're asking, Dom, where are you going to keep these chickens? Where are you going to keep these chickens? Well, like, let me see here. So first you got to keep them in a brooder. Last year I bought this bad boy. Let's see here. Even like, I just buy this. Why not? For $375. So now I'm $500 in plus $375. $79. Call it, with this all $900. Then I got to do the feed. I got to buy feed. Now I do need, technically you need some other stuff that I already have, like create a brooder and all this and that. But I can fit 200. Now you can't really fit 200 good chickens in here that are going to be running around. But as they're small and little babies, yeah, why not? I can do that. I can buy 200 of these suckers. As a matter of fact, even if you come here, I was like, oh, okay, is there any sales? Let me see. I was trying to look for like sales. Sometimes you can buy you can buy what are called like clearance item chickens. Like they're like, yo, we got a bunch of roosters. I'm trying to figure out because they also have fully vaccinated, non-vaccinated. I want my chickens raw, like nothing, no vaccines. And that's so this is just a quick $1,000, which is I'm fortunate enough to have that available, will allow me to have a freaking bunch of chickens. Am I going to regret it? Maybe. But I've spent $1,000 doing worse things. Like I've spent $1,000 and gotten less in life. So why not? Are you guys? But now the problem is, should I do it, guys? Should I buy 250 meat birds? And make sure we put that up on the survey because I want people because what I don't want to do, I'm a meat eater, but I'm not eating a whole chicken every day by myself. I know it's 365 days a year, but even so, I need to sell some of these birds because I already have, like 50 chickens and ducks already, more than I have like 60 of those suckers. So I got a bunch of eggs. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're putting it there. Type 1. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we got a little survey here if I should do it or not. We're gonna put it on social media as well, our Instagrams and stuff like that, because clearly, this is moving around. This is funky, but clearly, I need the support of the community. Would you guys support and buy the chicken? This is going to be pure organic, raised with love type chickens. And why not? If you have $1,000, you believe that, well, maybe not 1,000, because let me not lie to you, because you still need to buy the food. So call it $2,000. If you have $2,000, because that's going to be like $1,000 in food and then $1,000 in whatever, in the material, call it $2,000. You can have 250 chickens. You and your friend or you and your cousins or whatever can come up with $2,000. So why not do it? This is the philosophy that I have in life, is why not? And if I can't figure out a good reason as to why not, then by almighty, you just know that I'm doing something. So hopefully, now the question is, when will I be getting these in? Well, because chickens take 21 days to hatch, so they really do have them on a schedule of they know when the next hatching is going to be. And I'm looking to get my first batch in June, on the 16th of this month. On the 16th. So how many days is that? That's 8 days away. So maybe I'll have to get it. There's another batch on the 21st. So yeah, I don't have much time. I don't have much time at all. We got to get ready for the chickens. But so between now and then, hopefully you follow this journey here at the Ask Domnat show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern. My name is Dominique Pereira. Well, no. 8 a.m. Eastern, which is the fastest. Today was 45 minutes of your day to make you an overall more informed person. My name is Dominique Pereira, but you might know me as Domnat.